We're gonna solve a more complicated question, but very simple. The question number 6, it's a more challenging question, but the steps are extremely simple when we're looking to solve it. So here the question says that we have a circle that has a diameter, and the diameter is AB. Okay, so we're gonna start making our drawing here. Okay, so I have my point A, B. Okay, and the center of the circle is the 1.3, so they're giving us the coordinate point of the center. So the diameter, of course, cross, it's touching the center. So this is the center, and as you know, the center of the circle is also the midpoint of the diameter. So the coordinate is 1 and 3, and they're giving us B that has another coordinate that is 4 and -1. So B, my point B, is in 4 and -1. If you see here, the question maybe looked a little complicated because it stated a circle and it stated diameter, and those are words that you were not used to have any problems. So if I summarize in this graph, what I'm looking is the point A, and what you need to remember that the distance between those 2 points are equal. Using the formula of the midpoint, we know that x1 plus x2 divided by 2 for the x coordinate, and y1 plus y2 over 2 for the y coordinate. What I need to define here is the coordinate for A, and in this case we're going to put x and y because they are unknown. Again, we decide which one is going to be my point number 1. So let's call A my point number 1 and B my point number 2. So simple like that, I just start to replace the values. As the exercise before, I know the x coordinate of my midpoint should be equal to this. So 1 is equal to x1 plus x2. We're going to quickly replace x1 with x1 with the x, and x2 with the 4. This is my second point. So x plus 4 divided by 2. And for the other coordinate, we know that the midpoint is 3, and that is equal to y1. We're going to call y using this, plus my y2, that is -1 here, over 2. Some simplification steps that we did before. We want to get rid of 2 to isolate x, so that's the first one that we're going to move over here, times 2, and -4 to get rid of this guy. So I get that x is equal to -2. Here 6 is equal to y minus 1. I move the -1 by adding 1 both sides, so 7 and y. Now I can definitely say that my A x coordinated is -2 and my y coordinated is 7. So I know where is the point A. Now, this question has another sub-question, that is the length of the diameter. So here we go back to the formula of the distance between 2 points. And if we remember, the distance is the square root of x2 minus x1, all that square, plus y2 minus y1, all that square. Now that I know my 2 points, A and B, and I know which one is going to be 1 and 2, so I just have to replace. So the distance, or the length of the diameter, is going to be equal. So I have my square root x2, that is 4, minus x1, that is negative 2, so plus 2, all that square, plus y2, that is negative 1, minus my y that we found out was 7, all that square, and we can say that 4 plus 2 is 6. That if I square that, I should get 36, plus negative 1 minus 7, that is negative 8. If I square that, it's going to be a positive 64, and 36 plus 64, that's 100, and easy number 10. So I know the length of the diameter is going to be equal to 10.